Game on. So, how do I do this? Oh, there we go. I've taken a bit of a break between recording this, and in the last episode, me and the Riddler here were able to, complete the mission where I have to play as Dr. Freeze. But I also managed to break into this, garden center, I guess. I kind of feel weird calling it a garden center because it's full of, like, toxins. Oh, I think I have to, do I have to, like, land on those? Oh, so I can make plants grow, but I don't think I can do it when just in, I don't think I can do it in water. I don't know why I just started swimming in that mushroom. It was only like a second, but I still started swimming in a mushroom. If you've seen, so how this is working is I've played through, hey, I broke them out. I played through all of the Batman and Robin missions, and I guess spoiler alert, they win. Oh, I need the Riddler for that. Oh, maybe I can't. No, it has Riddler symbol, I was gonna say, because Poison Ivy can, she can make people fall in love with her, so maybe she could have, but I guess she can't. Can I make these grow, or do I have to, or am I too far away? Nope. I'm close enough. So the Riddler should be able to bounce over these. And hopefully I can reach that one. Yep. So now that he's over there, the Riddler can open this door. I don't know why. It's kind of like just convenient that they have like little Riddler stashes and Clayface things all over the place. It's like you're basically just asking to get robbed at that point. Now you can probably play as Robin, so you can collect all these little bits and bots littered all over the map and open something up later on, but I'm not playing as Robin, nor am I playing as Batman. I'm playing as Poison Ivy. And my favorite villain, my favorite Batman villain is probably the Riddler. I just really like the idea of the Riddler and how he acts and what his kind of crime is. So I want to play as the Riddler, but also you only get to play as each of these characters for one level, where the Riddler you get to do like every time. So I'm gonna try and play these characters. I'm also destroying a lot more in this episode than normal. I can just keep endless jumping. Oh, that's a lot of things to destroy. But it's because since it's in a garden, there's so much to destroy that you end up missing something. And not like a mini kit, but something you actually need to progress. And I found this when I was doing the Batman Lego level. When I was at Poison Ivy's place. It's like, oh, you didn't destroy this one random object that looked just like everything else in the scene? Well, then you didn't get the, I think it was a truck to smash into the, fountain out front, so you can't progress, so you have to go around and destroy everything. So, luckily I've learned from my mistakes, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake as long as you learn from it. And, well, I did. And now I know that when I do Poison Ivy levels, I have to go through and smash all plants. Because normal as a plant, you wouldn't think anything of it. But she does things with plants. She builds them into, like, I don't even know what this is. Fly trap, maybe? I would have guessed that I'd have been able to ride it because of the way it kind of formed a seat. But I guess not. Alright, you pull that lever. Oh, I'm not done yet. Okay, okay. I can finish building. It is a Venus flytrap, and now I'm adding in the teeth. I don't know why anyone would make, except for, you know, the serial killer who is Poison Ivy. I don't know why anyone would make a giant murderous plant. Unless they're, like, giant fans of Little Shop of Horrors. Alright, can I destroy this? Yeah, I can. Oh, but I can't get through with him. I just have to walk through. Alright, well, this cop just walked into hell. Alright, so this stuff, is this like a bridge? I would have normally guessed a snowman, but that's probably just because I like the Dr. Freeze levels. Oh yeah, I can get into this. And then the coins are probably just gonna leave me. Oh! Oh, it's a bomb! It's a bomb! So I don't want to blow up the bombs, I'm guessing. Stop! Just get in it! There we go. You have to go out front of them, which kind of sucks. It's like leading me all over the place. Oh, that one's gonna explode. Yeah, when it takes you right next to them, there's not much you can do. Do I have to blow them all up, or do I have to do something with the fountains? Nope, I just have to slam through there, and that's it. That's all I needed to do. I also keep hitting Y when I want to get out of vehicles instead of just jumping out. So I end up swapping to the other character. Is it you? I've only ever seen that in Star Wars. Well, I mean, Batman also does it, but I don't know who would have a grappling hook as a villain. I mean, who else uses a gun? Unless it's like goons because they have guns, but it wouldn't make sense for them to have grappling hooks. Are these like guns keepers? I'll tell you who that looks like. That looks like Stan Lee. I don't know if that's purposeful or not, but just, I guess the face and mainly the hair. Do I have to like destroy this? Yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh, I have to build something as well. Oh, I have to build levers, and then they'll both destroy it. Alright, so I can go through now. Oh, he's trying to kill me. That sucks. Get out of here, you old geezer. Not Stanley. Stanley died, which is really sad. And with the release of Endgame just around the corner, it's going to be... I believe it's going to be the last movie he'll have a cameo in. Unless he's already recorded one for Spider-Man. And either Spider-Man or Endgame are two great movies to end on. Like, if... It's like, I'd be fine with either of those movies. Because he has such a strong connection to Spider-Man. And whenever you think of, like, his comic book, he always has a strong connection to Spider-Man. Especially if you watch any of the documentaries about him. Whenever he talks about Spider-Man, he always kind of gets a bit cracked up. Because he sees it as, like, I guess his son or his grandchildren. Or it's just anyone. So if they have it in him, that'll just be so nice and I guess iconic that I like it. But if it's in Endgame, Endgame is going to be the big climax. It's what everything so far is leading up to. So for him to be like his last appearance be in Endgame, where everyone, I guess, has died and come back, it would just be so like symbolic, I guess, of it's like this is what it's all been leading up to. This is the end of a lot of the characters, because after this a lot of the characters are going to have to die or something, because not the ones that are already dead, but I mean like Tony Stark or Captain America, because they're not in the other movies. They've ended their contracts, meaning their characters aren't going to be in them, so they have to explain why they're gone, and having them die would be a great explanation. So having them die as Stan Lee has died would just be great, because it's all his characters that he's grown up with and built on in the past have died, and so has he. They've moved on. But speaking of Endgame, with the exception of, well, not with the exception, it's like not counting Stan Lee's cameo, I'm really excited. I was a big fan of Infinity War. I watched through it, and it was just a fun movie. Like, I haven't necessarily watched it more than once, like, because this is a rather long movie, especially when it's going to be drawn out into two parts. Whenever I see something it's two parts, to me it's like, no, it's not two parts. It's one movie that you just split up. So I always watch them back to back, and it ends up being like 4 hours. Now, if it's 4 hours, I can't just sink 4 hours into nothing. So I'm probably going to have to watch like an edited version, or a version that's been shortened into one movie. Just that way you have all the best parts. And maybe you get rid of some of the humor, so it's just a more serious movie, because that's what it's meant to be. Like in the first one, it made sense that they were making jokes, because they felt at least that they were untouchable. They couldn't lose. They had never gone up against something that, I mean, Ultron, yeah, but there was never a thought that, hey, we might lose this. And when they have that scene, I believe it was Hulk, well, not Hulk, but Bruce Banner, who said hey, did we just lose? Because it never happens. They fought aliens and they didn't die. They fought Ultron and didn't die. They fought Loki. It's like all these things, all these threats weren't real threats. So when it came down to it, and damn, I died. So when it came down to it, and this is what killed them, they weren't expecting it. So now this new movie I'm expecting is they're gonna have to build on the ideas of we lost, and they don't really know how to handle it because, well, if you've never lost at anything in your life, oh, it's the gas I can't do. All right, if you've never failed at anything in your life, well then how are you gonna handle failure? Like, normally you grow up with it. Like, as a kid you fail, and how did this work? Alright, there we go. Sorry, I kind of had to cut myself off because the game was confusing. Come on. There we go. So I had to switch. That should be the last plant. I don't know why power... Oh, it's light. I was going to say, I don't know why power is making these plants grow. I kind of had a stutter there. Oh, is that the end of the level? She is all about those trees. There you go. There's your seeds. Now I'm gonna go dance in my flowers. Lie in the flower beds. Just, oh, it's all roses. And it's a heart. How sweet. Speaking of movies that are coming out, though, not Spider-Man. Star Wars. Both Star Wars and S. You can understand my confusion. Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker is coming out soon. And I think it's crazy that they went with this name, and I don't know if this is like a callback or what, but someone had made a tweet years ago, like around the time that Disney first bought Star Wars, so this is like maybe 4 years ago, they said Episode 7 is going to be titled The Rise of Skywalker, and it's going to have Emperor Palpatine as the villain. And that was a tweet made way before any of the movies. Now, I don't know if someone saw that tweet and they thought, hey, let's do that. I doubt it, especially when it's such a big budget movie. But it's crazy that... Actually, I think it was 2012. So 7 years ago, someone called the title and premise of the new Star Wars movie. Anyway, it's just you and me now, Harvey. The perfect match. My endless questions and your coin to answer them. So flip one for me, old pal. Shall we break into Wayne Tech and steal their super laser? Not sure? I'll give you a clue. The answer is yes. I don't actually know if they succeed with this one, because you never actually play when they're doing this. You only play when they've already got it. So when you do Batman, they already have the laser, and you're trying to get around their cars. So it's a car chase. It's the only car level, I believe, in the first one. And I was kind of hoping that the villain was going to be a similar one, but turns out it's just going to be another standard level. I know I believe it's the Joker. There's like a plane/helicopter level. Oh, I remember this level. I really like this level. There was like a plane/helicopter where you have to take out, I think it was Scarecrow? Maybe it was Killer Moth. I don't know. It was one of those two. So Two-Face has guns. So maybe he can do the rappel. And it makes sense that Two-Face has guns, because he's kind of got like the gangster aesthetic going for him. Oh, guards. Can I take out the guards? Oh, can I like just block and not take damage from like... That was weird. I don't know if that was purposeful or if that was just like a weird glitch. But I somehow crouched over when a bullet hit me. It just ricocheted off. Now I don't know why Two-Face would have that ability, but if he does, I'm not complaining. Does he know, did he have like bombs at all? No? Okay. Alright, so I have to deactivate these lasers, I'm assuming. Maybe it's in these vaults. Oh, that seems to be like a security camera. I can't aim? Oh, so it just ricochets off. That's how I got hurt. Because my guy flashed red, which means that he got hurt. I'm like, what the hell just shot me? Blue, red, yellow, green. Blue, red, yellow, green. There we go. Into the lab we go. Into the lab we go. What is next? Nobody knows. Okay, come on. Alright, well, he's too high up. Maybe if he'll come down, I'll be able to shoot him, but right now, he's just gonna take pot shots at me. Oh, I think I got him. It's kind of weird that you can't aim with Two-Face, especially since they already have that mechanic in the game for Batman and Robin when they use their weapons. I also don't understand why this guy can, like, swim in it. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, Two-Face at least makes sense. It's because he's burned and toxic, and it's because Poison Ivy is about trees and nature, and it would have, kind of like an immunity to the toxin. Wow, that seems like a lot more toxin that was initially in that room, but, okay. So I just have to pull this lever. I also don't know why, Wayne Tech would have just toxin lying around everywhere. So, as Two-Face, I can swim in this stuff, so it's not quite as deadly to me. But not the Joker, the Riddler, who I'm assuming I have to get over there without dying, he can't fall off the platform, so I'm assuming he's not gonna just follow me. I actually have to control him. Oh, this is... Oh, I have to do something over here for him to get across. But if I push this into place, this is just going to open the door. Maybe I don't need the Riddler. Maybe I can just do this all as Two-Face and go into the next room. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I? Oh, he's just going to go around that way. I just need Two-Face to go the long way around. Kind of gets rid of the point of the platforms when there's no death involved. Like when it's just, oh, you fall off, that means that you fell off. You don't have to worry about it as much. Okay, that was unfair. Oh, I took over a rope. Oh my god, he walks so wonky and slowly. These lasers not gonna kill me? I guess not. That doesn't really make sense because it's still heat. Like, lasers would still hurt because they'd burn. It would break him and he wouldn't feel pain. Anyway, after I take out these guards, I'm going to have to end this episode here. So, if you like this episode and you want to see the last one, it should already be online, and I have a playlist up and available. If you want to see the next episode, it'll be up same time, same place next week. If you want to hear more of my beautiful voice, I upload videos all week long, so subscribe for that, and I'll see you next time. So, game over.